Get straight to the point here. We have a tornado warning just to the north of Houston. And this thing is looking nasty. We clearly have the hooking signature that defines a tornado. We have very tight velocities. Green's moving towards, red's moving away. And there's our tornadic circulation is. Checking spectrum width. There's a little bit of drop there. Then correlation coefficient. There could be something there, but I'm not going to say anything yet. But the George Bush Intercontinental Airport in Houston should be on lockdown right now, because this is just getting worse and worse a second. Spectrum width is dropping. This thing is just starting to get worse and worse here. So if you know anyone in Aldine, Humble, North Shore, North Woodland Hills, Mills Ranch, Green Tree, Kingwood, or anyone traveling along Interstate 45 or BW8, I'm sorry if I don't know that road, because obviously I live on the East Coast, not in Texas. I'm beginning to see it clearing out there. Should indicate a bounded weak echo region or a donut hole. Or basically the tornadic circulation is wrapping itself up. Correlation coefficient, nothing yet, which is obviously good. I'm going to go over and check Twitter very, very quickly. That's insane. 241 for confirmed tornadoes so far from December 2021's events. 2 violent EF4s. That was likely the quad state. 61 strong tornadoes and 285 total tornado warnings issued just in December alone. That is insane. Jumping back over here. Signature seems to be shifting more from the northeast to more of the northeast from what I'm seeing. So it's no longer moving this way. It looks like it may be trying to move that way. And if it does, that would put it in Humble. Let's see. I'm going to pull up radar scope here. actually. And can I pull up a storm track here? Can. So, yeah, I was right. This storm right here is moving more the north-northeast direction, right towards Humble. So if you're in Humble right now, I'd take your tornadic precautions. That's lowest room away from windows, preferably underground. If not, get in a closet near the center of your home. And put a bicycle helmet on as well. The leading cause of injuries is blunt trauma force. Make sure you have an air horn as well. New scan has just came in, so I'm going to remove the tracks from it so I can take a look at it. And we saw the reds moving away from the radar. Wait, no, that's not right. We have greens going towards the radar and reds going away. Right in there is where our tornado is, or tornadic circulation, I should say. And actually, that we may have a tornado on the ground here. Oh yeah, we may actually have a tornado on the ground here. That could be a tornado. I want to say it, but that could potentially be a tornado right there. Just about 3 miles away from the Intercontinental Airport. I can't stress this enough. Humble, you guys only have probably about less than 2 minutes to get into your safe place. Next up would be North Shore and Kingwood. So you guys need to be in your safe place now. So this storm likely is producing a tornado right now. They have trimmed down the warning, so Aldine, you guys are no longer in this tornado warning. Humble, once again, the storm is moving right towards you. And new scan has just came in, I believe. Also watching these storms down here. All these storms have been rotating today. I want to check the Storm Prediction Center, see if they've issued mesoscale discussion. And they have. So, a brief tornado or two remains possible late this afternoon, along with isolated damaging winds and hail. A watch is unlikely to be issued at this time, and the watch issuance percentage is at 20%. Brief tornado or two remains possible late this afternoon. Watch issuance is still considered unlikely. Primary warm front is becoming increasingly diffuse across southeast Texas this afternoon as upper 60s to near 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Dew points continue to spread northward underneath an extensive area of convection. Recent surface observations and visible satellite imagery indicate the presence of an outflow enhanced differential heating zone running from northwest of Houston southeast to near Galveston. Transient rotation was noted earlier with a cell northwest of Galveston as it intensified near this boundary, with other cells gradually intensifying near and northeast of Houston. Wind profile continues to be characterized by favorable low-level shear and helicity 0 to 1 kilometers SRH of greater than 200 M2 meters to S2. I don't know what that means. Per recent meso-analysis and HGX VWP, but only marginal deep layer flow and shear with objectively analyzed effective shear of 25 to 35 knots. This wind profile, in conjunction with moderate Cape, pretty much, will continue to support occasional supercell structures with a brief tornado or two possible. Strongest cells may also be capable of isolated damaging winds and marginal hail. Overall threat means too marginal for watch issuance, though trends will continue to be monitored. Basically, all they're saying there is that they'll continue to watch as these cells progress, but at this time they don't expect a severe weather watch to be issued. So, this is the cell right here that they were talking about that originated near Galveston. This cell was previously tornado warned near Laporte, and it's obviously no longer warned now. But from what I'm seeing, it may be trying to. So Dayton and Kennebec, I'd start taking your tornado precautions now. Because this storm right here may be cycling. And if it does that, you don't want to be around there. Does Kingwood, Texas have a sky cam? Spectrum width. It looks like this thing is weakening. Though at 4:55, we had a report of rain falling near Mills Ranch. So this one does have a tornado possibly tied with it. And it seems like this rotation may be broadening up just a little bit. If it is, it's not by much. Especially with the others. Almost nothing on the spectrum left or on correlation coefficient. So look at these ecotops. These are pretty high ecotops, about 49 to 50 feet tall. That's how tall these storms are. New scan, I think just in. This is moving to the northeast at 30 miles per hour. Yeah, Broncos. Huh. Really? Oh, oh boy. Yeah, it looks like this storm may be starting to fall apart. However, we'll stay with it for the next 16 minutes or until it expires. I'm also going to keep my eye on this storm right here. Pouring day in of rain, so that's nothing too important there. Because obviously we know that they're getting rain over there. These storms stay on the same path that they're on right now. They may eventually run into each other. Yeah, these two storms stick together. They're going to collide with each other. Right now, 28 on top of 63. That's how fast the winds are. Low level delta velocity is 20 knots. That's not bad. No, wait, that's good. That's actually pretty good. Harmonic of depth is 28. It's only 25 knots. That's probably about 30 miles per hour. Yeah, about 28, 29 miles per hour. There is not TVS or tornado vortex signature. Actually, I want to look up now what the Mayfield EF4 was. New tornado warning. And yep, for the storm I said that storm was probably going to go, and here we are. You have a new tornado warning now. Tornado warning, National Weather Service in League City, I'm assuming that's Houston, has issued a tornado warning for South Central, Liberty County, and southeastern Texas until 4:45 p.m. CST. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Dayton, moving north at 20 and 30 miles per hour. This dangerous storm will be near Dayton at 4:35. So, if you're in Dayton, you have just about 16 to 17 minutes to get into your safe place. Move to a basement or interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors in a mobile home or a vehicle, move to the closest substantial structure and protect yourself from flying debris if this thing is down. This has a low-level delta velocity of 28 knots. That's probably about 31 miles per hour. Yeah, about 32 miles per hour there. I'm going to jump over here. Yeah, this thing is definitely going again. That thing is definitely going. The eastern side of Liberty, from Cost Street to the east, is good. Actually, the entire town of Liberty should be sheltered right now. There's no reason for you guys to go out and try and look for this storm. Because one, it's probably rain-wrapped. And two, well, then again, never mind. I was going to say it's probably dark out, but for you guys over there, it's still light out. Yes, Denver. If you guys don't know, I'm a Patriots fan, and it's entirely possible that the Patriots can get the 1 seed tomorrow in the AFC. So, obviously, I got to root for the rival team tomorrow, the Jets, but I mean, Patriots can also win the AFC East tomorrow, which is great. Wonder why I didn't get that tornado warning. This one expires in 8 minutes. And it looks like the main circulation is about to go through Kingwood. Yeah, it is. I don't expect a new warning to be issued, just because the circulation is so broad now. Obviously, if there is another one issued, I'll stay on. What?
Stop.
No.
Yes, I'm sleeping.
Oh, you can go sleep somewhere else. Where's that one in Texas? Really? Oh. Okay. Nothing rotating up here. Waterways radar. Okay. Such an interesting storm. Okay, a new warning was just issued for southeastern Montgomery County, southeastern Texas, north central Liberty, and northeastern Harris County. Are you really tattling?
I am.
Wow. You're such a toddler, honestly. Once again here, and I'll pull up my stream very, very quickly. So, we are live once again, and we have a tornado warning once again. But we have no other severe warnings right now. But the bad news is that the College Station radar from Texas A&M, I believe, is somewhat down at this point. So if there's anything past, like, right there, I won't know about it until it moves into, like, the Houston area or anything like that. And it does look like there's a line of storms starting to move in. So we're going to have to watch those carefully as they enter this environment that they've been in all day. So this tornado warning still has 11 minutes on it. And the tornado watch, which was issued almost probably like 20 minutes after I ended the live stream earlier, goes for another 176 minutes. So the tornado watch expires at 10 p.m. CST, which is in about 3 hours still. So we still have about 3 hours, 30% chance of a tornado, and low percent, yeah, that makes sense. I want to see if the Storm Prediction Center has posted anything. And they have, concerning the tornado watch. Sierra threat for tornado watch 13 continues. Tornado threat continues to sustain supercells this evening. Weak surface boundary remains draped northwest southeast across the southern portions of Weather Watch 13 from just south of Conroe to east of the Houston Metro. This boundary continues to be reinforced by extensive warm advection convection atop the colder air mass just downstream. At various times this evening, a few supercells have intensified as they encountered this boundary. A couple produced tornadoes. Scattered convection continues to develop within stronger instability corridor from just west of the watch into the upper Texas coast. This activity will continue to spread/develop northeast, possibly strengthening near the wind shift, where low-level shear is maximized in proximity to 70 degrees Fahrenheit surface dew point. This time, it appears that the weak boundary will remain the primary focus of potential tornado development. That was issued 14 minutes ago, and that was the 48th mesoscale discussion this year. And unfortunately, we have had 2 reports of tornadoes today. So that is obviously not what we want to see. So we only have this one tornado warning here. Honestly, this thing right there may need to be watched. I mean, it's sort of forming a little hook there. But I mean, it's nothing to be too concerned about right now. We're just going to have to watch it. These storms back here are starting to get stronger. That's concerning as they're moving into the tornado watch corridor. Luckily, though, if there's any good news here, I believe, this area in here is probably has a low chance of tornado development just because of all the previous storms coming through and cooling off the atmosphere by producing rain. So that's the good news here, is that there's a low threat for severe weather. However, just stay alert, obviously. If you go under a tornado warning, seek shelter in your basement, your lowest room, in your house, all that stuff. We also have a couple flash flood warnings, which is weird. Did they just cancel that warning? Okay. Tornado warning will expire at 7:15. The storm which prompted the warning has weakened below severe limits and no longer appears capable of producing a tornado. Therefore, the warning will be allowed to expire. However, heavy rain is still possible with this thunderstorm. So, I believe what they just did is they replaced the tornado warning with a flash flood warning. Yeah, that's what they did. They replaced the tornado warning with a flash flood warning instead. And yeah. However, that area strengthens a little bit, and if this section back here can dip down a little bit more, I believe we could be seeing another tornado warning being prompted here. But for now, I don't believe we're going to be having any more storms for now. Next area of concern is right along this line here for individual supercells to become tornadic. Honestly, I'm not seeing anything right now. That right there is nothing, by the way. That's just, that's a weak rotation there. There's nothing there that would prompt anything. Up in the Dallas area, it looks like you guys aren't getting anything. So, as of right now, we have no severe warnings at all. Other than, obviously, the flash flood warning. But that isn't too serious. Well, I mean, it is serious, but it isn't as serious as, say, a tornado warning is. And plus, I have never streamed flash flood warnings. So that is it for me. As always, if a tornado warning is issued, I will try and live stream it for you guys. But until then, I'd be back if there was a new tornado warning. And what do you know? There is a new tornado warning. And it could be for this cell right here. And it is indeed. Oh. Oh my. Yeah, yeah, that's definitely warranted. Pretty high cloud tops here. Inflow going in right there. The hook, likely there somewhere is where a tornado is. Yeah. I'd say the main circulation is right there. That would make sense. I'm going to check Twitter very, very quickly. Yeah, I agree there. Significant tornado may be in the works near Woodville. I agree. We still have about 2 minutes. Not 2 minutes, 2 hours with this storm. These storms, I should say. And if I put on the storm track here, doesn't have a tornado vortex signature, but its delta velocity is 44 knots. That's a 50 mile per hour delta velocity here, which basically, if you don't know what a delta velocity is, basically it's how fast these two winds are going combined together. So this storm will be around Woodville in about 18 minutes. So Woodville, you guys need to be in your tornado safe place now. This is not a game. This is not a drill. You need to be in your tornado safe place now. Okay? Same goes for you guys. That seems to be the only major populous areas. Maybe Warren. Another strengthening cell on the stationary boundary near Waller. Let's take a look at that. And I mean, yeah, it isn't that tight. Yeah, it's a very broad rotation. We also have this special weather statement, which, yes, it correlates with the tornado warning. So right now we only have these two, and out of all the signatures I've seen today, this one is the most impressive. You have greens going towards the radar, reds going away. And there's our tornadic circulation. Looks like we almost have a donut hole right in there as well. Spectrum width. We see these, just a weekend, which is good. But obviously, as we all know, from tracking severe storms in the past, if it's weakening, it's good, but it could recycle, which obviously is bad. I don't exactly know what this tool does. Okay, so this is coming from the National Weather Service. Tornadoes are extremely difficult to see and confirm at night. Do not wait to see or hear the tornado. Take cover now. That's coming from the National Weather Service here. This is also a rain-wrapped tornado. You won't be able to see it even if you try and look for it. This storm down here, which had the previous tornado warning with it when we were streaming earlier. Liberty has a report of pea-sized hail. So that's something interesting to note there. The inflow notch is getting harder to see, but I can still clearly identify it here. So as long as this tornado warning continues, we will continue live stream. And then this flash flood warning down there expires in about 9 minutes. So at 9:15, that my time, 8:15 down there. That's when that flash flood warning will expire. This one, we still got 23 minutes remaining. So at 8:30, I believe is in this. Yeah, until 8:30, their time. So it seems as if the velocities have gone down a tiny bit, which is obviously good. But obviously, as I've said multiple times, we obviously want this stuff to go away. We don't want to be dealing with this stuff ever. Birmingham. Charles. It's really neat how I can see all the radar sites that they have on here. Oklahoma City. So jumping back down here to our tornado warned storm. Warning expires in 17 minutes. And it looks like there may be a spectrum width drop. Oh yeah. There's a spectrum width drop right over the velocities. This thing is gone. I'm going to jump back over here to Radio Omega. Oh yeah, big spectrum width drop. Big spectrum width. Here we go again, guys. This is the same thing.